You just pull those little wires loose in there, and then you can pull the whole housing unit out here. As you can see, I've got the housing unit. The coil lives in there on this, and this end, as you can see right here, this is the end that goes into the exhaust. And there you see the coils in there. It's a little bit of dirty. And right here you got your thermostats. Now I'm hoping that it's not the thermostats that are bad, because I've got a heating coil, not thermostats. That's where the little wires were. Now I'll be keeping you guys posted as I go along, because I'm not 100% certain how to get that there coil out of that there housing unit, but I believe it's just a matter of pulling. You guys, there's a little nut there. You have to unscrew the nut. It's not just a matter of pulling. So you gotta put this thingy here on this deal, and you do the little chicka, and it'll break loose. Oh, there it goes. Chicka. Now, as you can see, that sucker will just slide right out of there now. Wait, and you gotta put your feet up against it. There you go. Yep. Oh. Ta-da. All right. Old heater coil, new heater coil. They look about the same to me. Now, at this step, most people recommend that you test it with some kind of little electronic gear. But I don't think I got the little electronic gear. I don't know where it is. I mean, like, I know I could have swore I had a voltmeter. I could have swore. I'm thinking I might have some bad news for myself, because all those dudes said that you look for a break in the coil. And so there you have it. We've located the break in the coil. So that is indeed a sign that the coil was bad. Alrighty, let's.
I'm kind of getting tired of doing this dryer repair in the Southern Guy voice. I kind of want to do it in Valley Girl.
Like, oh my god, you guys, I'm going to slide this heater coil back inside of this thing, which I cleaned out because I'm totally awesome like that. And I remembered that it goes this way because this is the foot. You have to totally bolt it back in. Totally. If you could stop cross-threading that there screw, that'd be real nice, Holly. Just get it in there. Screw it in the hole. You know how. Screw.
That's a bolt, not a screw?
So I have to put it back in the dryer. Back in there. See that hole back there? That's where it goes. I should vacuum this out, but... Okay, I'm kind of lazy, so I didn't vacuum it out, but I did use this brush to kind of squish it out, and I got all that stuff out. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to have to put this sucker back in. I totes took a picture of how the wires were attached to the thermostat before I unattached it, so that I could know how to put it back in.
Here goes nothing. The guys told me that this was one of the hardest part, getting this sucker back in place, so I'm going to shove it in there. I'll let you know how it goes.
Damn, those guys on YouTube are right. It's really hard to get it in there.
But you don't usually have a hard time getting it in the hole. You just gotta shove it in the hole, Holly. Just shove it right in there. Just shove it in the hole.
Did I mention Pinchy Cabron? Pinchy and the Cabron? This is the reason why they always edit this part out of the freaking YouTube videos, is because this thing's hot.
I can be a lifesaver. Treat me like a jawbreaker.
So now that I have successfully shoved that thing back in its hole, and as you can see, these little holes line up, so you know I'm golden. Now I gotta hook these wires back up. Good thing you took a picture of it, honey, because in your old age these days, I bet you would forget just exactly where those darn wires went, wouldn't ya? Wouldn't ya? Mm-hmm. It's important that you have a trusty dog to lay nearby and snore while you do your dryer repairs. I don't know why the YouTubers left that out, but that part's important. Y'all, got the freaking wires in there where they're supposed to go and everything. Except, I don't know, these two right here, they're supposed to attach to... I gotta find the little chingadera that you use to do the... Oh, wait. Here it is. I found it. I gotta screw these screws back in.
I already told you, those are called bolts. They're not really screws.
Okay, so back to my dilemma here about if there's any particular way these little red ones go on. I don't think so. I think one of the homies said that. Is one positive and one negative? I didn't take it apart, so I don't know for sure how it goes back. If they're both red, they're probably both positive, right? I located the other bolts, and then now I have to attach this little thing on here somehow like that or some way. Yeah, see? All right, now, I don't know if this is advised, but I went ahead and turned it on. Turned it, and watch. Watch, it's gonna get red. Look at that biatch glowing. Yeah, hot air's coming my way soon.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that, Holly, because now it might be too hot for you to screw the cover on, which is the step that you said you were doing before you got all crazy with the glowing.
Ta-da! Heat guard thingy back on. Woo-woo! Thank goodness I remembered to unplug it. Well, at least when I started to screw the thing on and it sparked a little, then I remembered to unplug it. Don't worry, y'all. I'm not that dumb. It has been unplugged this whole time until I decided to do the little test. And then I was like, oh, let me go ahead and screw that thing on. And, you know. Okay, so that's, I think, the blower the YouTube guys were saying. And then this, like, housing thing goes over it. And then that's where the lint. So now, I got to figure out what this little thingy's for. Oops, it just popped out. Well, I'll be. And I got to get this white thingy on. You guys, I think there's supposed to be 2 of those little thingies, but there's only 1. And I gotta get it up in these tabs and these tabs with these.
But I didn't take that part, so I don't know how to put it back together exactly. I saw lots of YouTube videos, and hopefully I'm smart.
Now, you plug it back in, right like that. Oh, yep. And you turn it on and do, I forgot, you gotta check and make sure the hoses are going where they're supposed to. Is it? I think it's in there. Looks like it's in there. Honey, I'm real glad you checked that because it doesn't appear to me that there hose is connected. Nope. No, sorry. Like, oh my god, wasn't that so fun? So like now I'm washing something in my washer so that I can dry it in my dryer. Alright, I've been running it empty for a second just to see. Oh my god, it's so hot in there. It's gonna dry clothes like crazy. You don't even know. It is so hot.
So that's how you fix a dryer, y'all. With a rabbit, a southern voice, an old lady,